All right, so this is a quick overview and demonstration on how to do the pen tool assignment. So what you're going to be doing is modifying an image. That's basically all you have to do. Now, in modifying this image, you need to use the pen tool. It's a specific tool in Photoshop that allows you to select an area and then do something with that area. In our case, we're going to move it, modify it. There's really a lot of options even with just this one tool. Now, this photo that you edit must be a photograph you took. It could be the one you took for the previous assignment or just any one that you had. Your goal is to either create a principle of design when none existed or enhance it. This image here, a former student's image, has a principle, and it's actually a pretty solid image as is. You might find that that's easier. You can see that it uses light and contrast and emphasis really effectively right from the beginning. So maybe I don't try and make it more emphasis. Maybe I change the principle, and we'll really need to just experiment with it to find out how to do that. So it must be your photo, shows a principle of design, and the pen tool. So the pen tool is over here. It looks like a fountain pen, if you've ever seen that, the end of it. And it's really not a drawing tool. It's a selecting tool. So if I click, 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 and click, now I've got an enclosed shape. You must fully enclose the shape. Now, up here, I can go selection, mask, or shape. If I wanted to make a shape, which I don't really, I would click shape. What I want to do is make a selection. So I'm going to click selection. If you want to feather or like soften the edge, you could do that here. I think for most of us that won't be what we want to do. You'll just hit OK. Now, I've selected this area and you can see the little marching ants indicating that. I've got one layer right now. It's my background layer. But if I go Command C, which is copy, so you could either go edit, copy, or Command C. I've copied it, and then I could also then go edit, paste, or Command V, and now look what's happened. A second layer has been auto-generated, just labeled layer 1, and it's got the area that I selected on it. Now if I use my move tool, I can see, move tool, see that that is on its own separate layer. I could even do another one. Now I got 2. This is starting to kind of creep me out. That's a lot of fingers. I could do something with it though. I don't want to do that. I'm going to turn the visibility of those off. Let's actually make a design decision. I think let's go back to the pen tool, select. Oh, I should also say if you click and then hold the mouse still and drag, you'll create a bend that can then be modified after the fact if you use the selection tool. Oops. Perhaps not. That's how it is in Illustrator. Command Z will undo. What I think most of us are going to want to do is direct clicks and making simple shapes. So with the background layer, you have to have the photo layer selected if you want to select the photo. So Command C, Command V. Oh, sorry, skipping steps. I need to click selection. Okay, now I've got it selected. Command C, Command V. So this time, did I hit the right button? This is not going well, this video. This time it's cut a hole out of what I wanted with the photo, but all I wanted is a copy, not a cut. I think I hit X instead of C. So X will cut. We want to just duplicate it. So copy. Now if I paste, there we go. It's created that new layer, and I have both. And I could do it again and again. And the background's kind of covering up the hands. So a little bit more, and I don't want to get this too crazy. Possible experimentation, I could select these cutout shape layers, and instead of just having things sit on top of each other, I can change what's called the blend mode over here from normal to only lighten. Is the design better than it was? Debatable. Is it more interesting? Yeah, probably. Again, you got to just play around with it. Once you've got it all done, you'll just save it as a JPEG, which will compress all this. And yeah, then you're good to go.